Hi, Facebook again. Fans, family, friends. This is part two or take two. So I was actually talking and I got kicked off the Wi Fi. I'm at home. Why is my home Wi Fi kicking me off? Anyway, so I'm just going to do it all over again and we'll go from there. So this is Thoughts of an Emergency Physician. I was on at 3 o'clock, spoke about 10 minutes, cut me off. So I'll just review some of the things I talked about. So I am Yvette McQueen, MD, a global physician on a mission to educate about health, travel, wellness, and disease prevention. This is a general session. I've been away for a couple of weeks from my Monday afternoon chat, Thoughts of an Emergency Physician, between the hurricane and other travels. But this is a new month and a new time to talk about things. So I was saying October is breast cancer awareness. And so support your breast cancer research any way you choose to, whether it's a 5K run, walk, or donation to any of your sources that you know to support breast cancer research so that it can just stop killing us. It is one of the fourth leading reasons of death here in the United States. So I'm going to look up something here that I was looking up. My thoughts and prayers are out to the victims, those that were killed this morning in Las Vegas. My thoughts and prayers are out for the families that, didn't expect their families. They expected their family members to come home. You're going to a concert. You're like, I'm going to a concert. I'm going to go home. I'm going to enjoy the groove. And they didn't come home. And that's a lot. That is traumatic. The people that were injured, that was traumatic. It also deals with the medical personnel, the nurses, doctors, all those, the first responders that's taking care of those that are in the emergency rooms. It can get overwhelmed. We train for this. It's called mass casualty, where you have excessive amount of people that show up in the emergency room. We don't want it to happen, but we do train for it to happen. And I'm sure they are working diligently and to their best ability, which when we have this occur, whether mass casualty or unexpected death of a patient, multiple gunshot wounds, we have what we call debriefing. So that lets us discuss our feelings, our actions, how things, not just what we did, but how it affected us. Because stress affects people in different ways. People like, don't let it stress you out. No one can tell you that. You know what your emotions are, what people are thinking, what you're feeling. Now, I was saying stress is brought on by a response. Stress is a response to a pressure or threat, and it can be physical, emotional, psychological, and it's an ingrained ability that we have going back to the Stone Age, and it said you produce adrenaline when you have stress, or epinephrine, but we call it adrenaline. So it's called a fight or flight. So if you saw something with your eyes and it triggers to the brain and it produces this adrenaline, and you go, do I need to run or do I need to stay here and fight my enemy? And that's what it's all about. That's what stress. But your body's supposed to taper down. And so excessive stress can actually cause physiological problems, or problems to your heart, your lungs, your muscles, your mind. Stress can do that, because if you don't, what we call de-stress, if you don't take that stress source away, it continues to just manifest and cause problems and illnesses. Now, of course, one of the things is to talk to a therapist, whether, hi, right, Sister Eloise, how are you? Great, glad you joined us. So if you can talk to a therapist, some people talk to their family members, some people talk to their pastor, but you need somebody objective that don't know you, that takes away the emotion to talk about your feelings. So people deal with stress with their jobs, their family. They deal with stress from, trauma, like today's shootings. That can actually cause a traumatic stress to your body. You're dealing with relationships. People have stress from not having a relationship, or other things, work. So there's ways to de-stress. So let's talk about ways of, so stress is mental and emotional strain, and it can cause tension. And it causes problems where you have strong feelings of worry and anxiety. It can cause a lot of increased hormones in your body, and it affects things like increased stress, increase your cholesterol. It increases your proteins in your body and cause digestive problems. So if you having I got upset, these people that are always stressed up, they may have increased acid in their stomach, or they may have the other thing where they have lots of diarrhea. People don't realize that, when you were in school, you were studying for a test and you may not know what you supposed to know for the test, so you get stressed out, you get the upset stomach. That's the stress response. That's how it increases your blood pressure. It can increase inflammation in your joints too. So you get achy in the joints if you have excessive stress that is not relieved. It can also increase your blood sugar, because it's supposed to increase your blood sugar so you can run and fight. But if it's steadily always stress and you're not removing yourself from the stress, so that affects your blood sugar too. So there's things like positive stress that's keeping us alert and ready, like, hi, that's hot, don't touch it. But negative stress is when you continually face something and don't relieve or don't relax. So let's talk about some, let me see, what else? Headaches, sleep problems, dizziness. Of course, you always see that person that's short temper. And then you end up having low morale and job dissatisfaction or dissatisfaction in relationship, whatever's causing that stress. So let's see, some stress management, your time management. Like if you're always stressed because you're trying to get to the job on time, or you're trying to pack the kids in the car, and then that, just start to plan out yourself. You have first graders, this is Eloise. So yeah, sometimes it's just knowing that they are first graders and just sitting there and sitting back and go, So that's in itself. Taking time to sit back and go, okay, this situation is stressing me out. Maybe I need to sit and kind of debrief it out. And I had talked about meditation before, where meditation isn't always people think meditation is like, It's not. Meditation in your own form can be, reading Bible scriptures. It can also be just sitting there and taking breathing exercises. Sometimes it's 30 seconds. Sometimes it's 60 seconds. So breathing exercises and actually with you sit there, deep breath in, hold it, and out. That actually reduces endorphins in your brain. And those endorphins are you can say bad hormones, good hormones. It releases those good hormones that kind of relax and chills you out. So just breathing exercises and that can be done anywhere you're sitting. No one know you're actually doing it. And that just takes you just kind of remove yourself from the stress situation for a minute to relax. So managing your time management can be one of them, where if you set your clock a half an hour ahead of time, if you're always running late. And things like that. So time management helps you. So leave 10 to 15 minutes earlier. Make sure you take regular breaks for yourself, and we always talk about balance, work-life balance, and being take self-care. A lot of doctors, we have to remember we're taking care of other patients, but sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves. So you got to remember self-care. Remember to get enough sleep, because that also causes a stressful situation. If you're not getting enough sleep, 6 to 8 hours, that you should be getting every night. So your body needs to relax, let go, rejuvenate. Enjoy nature, take a walk in the park. Walking itself is a part of exercise. So some people de-stress with exercise, but if you don't want that high impact, just take a walk. Enjoy what actually is around you, because in the United States, we live this fast-paced life. We just do. And sometimes you do just have to stop and breathe and enjoy the air. Music, different music will calm you down. Different colors. You don't put red in your bedroom. People say you don't put those fiery red oranges in your bedroom because that gets you going. You want calm, the purples, the blues, the soft pastels. Some people use candles. And the aromatherapy, whether it's through candles or incense or burning essential oils, can calm. Lavender is one of the most calming effects. Right, just breathe. Just breathe. That's exactly it. And that will help you de-stress. Of course, talking to someone, adopt those healthy habits that you want to do to help you de-stress. Let's see, what else? Other coping mechanisms. Make your plans. If you need to plan yourself a calendar for the week, or what's going on. Now, do we deviate from that every now and then? Yeah, but some people need that structure. And if you go off that, if things are kind of chaotic, that will actually cause a more stressful situation for some people. So those are some coping mechanisms. Say, listen to music, pets. People play with pets. And then there's going out, taking care of yourself, interacting with other people, shopping, dinner. Don't overstress those credit cards, though. Taking a bath, a shower. Some people do other things like writing or painting, some gardening, other things like that. Just fellowship, church. Make sure you are taking care of yourself, and that's what we always tell our doctors, self-care. Because if you're not there healthy to take care of other people, who's going to take care of them? So that's what you have to do. So like I said, this is just a general session to talk about things, and it kind of just morphed along about stress, but I'll actually blog about this, and you can check my blog, Thoughts of an Emergency Physician, or you can always check my blog under Yvette McQueen, MD. I'm on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Google Plus, and YouTube. And I'll actually put this recording on YouTube, and I'll blog this week about how to de-stress, because we all, about trauma, de-stress, and just things that's going on in life that's kind of in between the hurricanes and the shootings and everything. Everyone needs to de-stress and find a helpful solution. So thank you for joining me out there. Thoughts of Emergency Physician. I'll be back next Monday at 3:00 p.m. And enjoy life. Ciao.